Hi everybody, this is Alt Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to Chainsaw Man chapter 161. Uh, so yeah, but first let's talk about 160. But yeah, we got the cover, or rather the inside cover for volume 17, and there was a lot of analysis and theories about what it could mean in regards to Yoshida, and whether it's like foreshadowing or just, more insight into his psyche. But, I definitely couldn't have come up with any of it myself. But I found some good ones that I liked, some interpretations of it. And then the freaking extras, the extra comics, with Yoshida asking Denji if he brought lunch to school. And Denji was just like, no, I'll just ask someone. And then uh, freaking Fumiko just drops him some food on the floor, and Denji actually goes for it. And we have Yoshida just doing his early being flabbergasted at Denji being himself. And then the next pair of panels, it was just Yoshida going, "Oh, have some fries, have some onigiri, have some juice or coffee." And the last one is just Denji going, "Man, don't drop some liquid on it. I can't drink it like that." So that was both funny, but I think it's fun to think about what kind of dynamic Yoshida and Denji had during regular school days that we didn't get to see. And yeah, there's definitely something to be said for Yoshida once again copying a girl to get Denji's attention because he thinks that's a normal thing to do. What the girl was doing. First was sitting on him, and then dropping food on the floor for him. Because he might have already tried giving Denji food the normal way, but Denji was first like, nah, I can just wait for maybe a girl to give it to me. And then he saw like, oh, wait a minute, this works. But yeah, for 116, I thought it was funny that Yoru asked Fami if she can use that power again. And Fami just gave her like an annoyed look, and that was enough for Yoru. But I don't think Yoru even looked to see Fami's face, so just the silence was enough. And then, of course, we had the funny moment with Katanaman recognizing Asa for being the poster girl of the church, and then knowing somehow like she's gonna get a poem collection out next month. Like what? I didn't even like stop to think like, wait a minute. Asa has been actually making poems and getting ready to sell them. Like, you know what? Go ahead, girl, get that back. I would have thought that she would have been uh, like self conscious or like embarrassed about them. But yo, it seems like she has enough fans to actually uh, be able to make a collection out of them and sell them. Although it is interesting that they are going on sale, despite the fact that the church is being hunted down and they're being seen as criminals. So, yeah. And then Katanaman just completely denying that he's a fan, which I like the idea that he could be a secret fan, but he just doesn't want to admit it because she's connected to Chainsaw Man. But yeah, honestly, I still think that Katanaman is spitting on like that. Yeah, um, not the part where he says that the world's a mess because of Chainsaw Man, because like Denji didn't do anything to do this. It was other people doing it in his name. And him just naively thinking that, well, it's nice to have people fighting for me without really thinking about the consequences of that. But yeah, it was mostly other people trying to drag his name into the mud, or like trying to put a positive spin on it, but still ending up with really bad consequences. Because we all know that the church had really bad plans for him. They want everyone to fear him after all. Yeah, he's being worshipped like a god. So yeah, that's definitely a really bad idea. Just to worship someone you have no idea who they are, but rather just the idea of him. It can get pretty dangerous. Although it's interesting that Katana Man says that because he also has his grandfather in really high regard. But of course, he actually knew his grandpa. But did he really though? I mean, he seems to pointedly ignore or look away from the bad stuff that his grandfather did just to make him look better. It's idiots and religion that make the world worse. Kind of spitting, kind of spitting. And then, yeah, it's interesting that when he says to Nail Fiend, shut up unless you want to become one of the bad guys. And then they throw back, well, aren't you one of the baddies if you're a member of the Yakuza? And he says the Yakuza aren't bad guys, they're actually heroes protecting Japan from behind the scenes. And I saw someone point out that Katana Man actually has been called a bad guy in the past. I think by Denji, like at least twice. And neither of those times did he bother or was offended by the notion of being perceived as a bad guy. So this is new. I wonder what changed his perspective on that. Now he seems like he's desperate to believe that he's not the one on the wrong. Although even back then, like when Denji tried to tell him about like, no, I just killed your grandpa and his friends because they were zombies. And he was like, nah, I just know you're lying. So once again, very in denial and very obstinate to see the truth. And then, yeah, she's getting ordered to kill all the kids and Fami, but Asa actually manages to stop him. And even though she actually wants to save Chainsaw Man, she's willing to use the excuse, or like, she sees that Katana Man doesn't like Chainsaw Man, so she uses that even though, she's wanting to help him. But she's willing to use any kind of information to further her goal. Yeah, she says, we're here to fight Chainsaw Man. Which, I mean, technically not wrong, because Yoru also wants to do that. But, it's complicated. And it's also, I feel worse to point out that Katana Man really believes Asa really easily. She only needs to say it once. Well, he asks again, is Chainsaw Man here? And Asa just asks him if he didn't know what he was guarding. And he looks so down, so bummed out, like very, like disappointed in himself. Because, Denji, killing Denji is his whole reason for being ever since we met him. So it's like he's going against everything that he feels is his whole being. So that must have hurt. But I do wonder, like Asa just said, Chainsaw Man is here, you're guarding him. But there's no mention of Denji being chopped up into little pieces. So I do wonder if Chainsaw Man would have helped Asa out if he knew that was the case. If he's like, oh wait, they're doing all that to Denji? I'm good then. I'm gonna keep helping public safety. And it is weird that Eye Patch Guy didn't use that to help assuage Katenaman's alliance to them. And I like also that Eye Patch Guy mentions that Katenaman actually was here to get his Yakuza syndicate back. Not just because of Denji. In fact, there's no mention of Denji at all. That, something of like, well, if you want to fight Denji again, work with us? No. It's just about getting his grandpa's legacy back. So he was actually gonna try to do something that would actually help himself, rather than keep a destructive mindset with the revenge. And some cool characterization for Nail as well, that they want to open a business. Okay. Definitely humanizes them a bit. Yeah. They don't want to keep killing children. And Katanaman actually apologizes to Eye Patch Guy before he says killing Chainsaw Man is the reason that this heart still beats. So, once again, he's going into this cycle of hatred instead of trying to do something positive for himself and trying to find a more good thing for his mental health. He goes and tries to keep chasing Denji once again. Like, call me crazy, but I don't think even if he managed to kill Denji for good, that would bring him any sort of like inner peace or satisfaction. So I'm really curious to see where his character is going to go. So then he attacks Eye Patch Guy, and I hadn't noticed last week, but he does break the wall to the room of the Chainsaw People. So maybe they're going to attack our group next chapter. And yeah, Eye Patch Guy is smart and he leaves. And says that he's going to, fetch someone who can kill you all. So my first thought was Quan Chi, because, I feel like both Katanaman and Yoda would have trouble with her. Other than that, I have no idea. Since, Yoru seems now to be quite faster than Yoshida, and Yoshida could keep up with Quan Chi. But she wasn't going all out, so, yeah. And then we have a fun exchange between Katanaman and Yoru. And then she steals his line, and that was so funny last week. I expect no less from Chainsaw Man's woman. he knows Asa's name, and he still calls her Chainsaw Man's woman, just to find a reason to hate. But yeah, I do wonder if Katanaman can see Yoru's scars. I would imagine so. Also, why hasn't he dropped Denji's name? I don't think he would care at all that he'd been trying to keep his identity secret for a while. If anything, he'd probably find it like a good way to screw him over. So we'll see what happens if he does do that. Like, he knows Denji's Chainsaw Man, so why not call him by his name? But maybe because he doesn't know that one of them, or some of them, would know who Denji is. We'll see. Let's start chapter 161, called Chainsaw Man Puzzle. Oh, okay. I'm guessing the puzzle that is Denji's scattered pieces putting him back together again. Maybe. A bit morbid, but that's all I can think of. I'm guessing we're gonna see him again. Okay, let Takagi know we're almost wrapped up here. It sounds like there are intruders. So, 5? A little more than that. Ooh, whoosh. Someone came in really quickly in really high speed. Yo, that's dope. Look at this group shot. Listen up, get down on the ground if you want to leave. Run and I'll cut you into pieces. Okay, it seems like a tenement has has assumed the position of leader. Oh dear, what the? Chainsaw Man should be in here. Yeah, that is true, but I'm not surprised if they're already done with him. If so, though, where is he? You, tell us where Chainsaw Man is or die. Ugh, what a disaster. Okay, fine, we'll do anything you say. This guy doesn't seem to be acting with enough urgency. The Chainsaw Man boxes are stacked over. Wait, did you guys knock those over when you came in? Maybe. Chainsaw Man boxes? Yes, we dismembered him and boxed up the pieces. Damn, that's crazy. Ark, what are you, a pirate? And right after we sorted those two. But this is so cruel. Intruders or no, I demand an apology. Bro, what? Screw you. I'm sorry, of course Nobana would be the one. Interesting look of Yoru as she's glancing at the boxes. What? Oh, why did she have to kick it though? You couldn't just open it like a regular person to see if they were telling the truth? Whoa, it's a hand. Oh, it didn't even cross my mind. Of course, if they're going to be assembling Chainsaw Man piece by piece, then they're gonna see his head. And that head belongs to Denji. So, yeah, maybe. But I feel like we would have a... Let's continue reading. Hey humans, I order you to connect his body parts. Why should we? Oh, she's talking to the boy trio. Katanaman isn't a human though. He's like a hybrid. Because if you can't obey me, you die. Now move it. Damn harsh. What a devil. that is funny, coming from a fiend that has already killed church children. Okay, so Fami started. Oh, she's helping. Nice of her. Elbow. Oh god. Eesh. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time in this panel, bro. I'm gonna get nauseous. Ugh. Yuck. I think this is his heart? Cool. Oh goodness. Oh, that's not good. If any one of these people just grabbed the Pochita heart and just kept it with them, and then Denji would just stop being a hybrid. They could... yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, that's the heart. If we have the heart, we can stick his body back together by starting his engine. Do it. I'm surprised that now that Katanaman has seen the state that Denji is in, that he's not saying something like, why not just leave him the way that he is now? Like, he's dead already. Why bring him back? But I guess he wants to be the one that wants to kill him himself. You know what? I respect it. Aren't you three going to help? I'm wounded. Hey, you help them. Chores are for kids, and don't forget I spared your lives. That's true, but like, aren't you like really invested in this quest? He's so petty. I'm holding Chainsaw Man's guts. Why is he blushing and smiling at that? Haruka is so weird. Okay, I found his winner. Will his winner stick back on 2? I feel like he would miss it, so yeah, do that. Shove it up his ass. His Why is he like this, bro? He's so silly. But I'm glad that they're letting Katanaman be silly before, uh, you know, she starts being a dick towards Denji when he's awake again. Also, still no mention, and he hasn't asked anyone if they know who Chainsaw Man is. No, put every piece back in its proper place. Okay. Damn, Yoru's being so strict. You would think she would like to, like, also be a bit of a goof. I want Chainsaw Man in perfect condition when I fight him. Else, my victory will be meaningless. Ooh, okay, so it's from that angle. Okay, so there is a difference between Yoru and Katanaman's hatred for Denji. I know. There's more differences. But, you know, this one was a pointed one. Could you take a joke? You must have no game. Okay, my bad, Jui. I guess Katanaman was having a bit of a laugh. I don't need game. Love is worthless. All it does is turn you foolish. Oh, I wonder if Asa is hearing that. Oh, honey, it's fun to be a fool. What a shame. You probably don't get it because you're still in school? Can Nell really not see that Yoru is... Whatever. I do too, get it. Shut your mouth. I know everything about it. Such an immature little devil. I guess Nell was also just making a joke. Well, a head. It's a head. Okay, Nomana found the head. Let's see. Is Denji actually there? Is he said there? And if so, what kind of reactions are we getting? I'm more so just anticipating Asa and Yoru's. I've been waiting for so long for Yoru to see who Denji is. Or to see that Denji's Chainsaw Man. And also Asa, because of that one chapter of like, when Denji told her that he was Chainsaw Man and she just called him a loser. His head in his human form. Let me see. Ooh, 2 big panels of Haruka's reaction. He looks quite appalled. Is that the word I'm looking for? Appalled. Yeah, appalled. Appalled. But also just the shock to see, like, wait a minute. I actually knew. I know who Chainsaw Man is. I've seen him before. Huh? Is this real Chainsaw Man's head? No doubt about it. And once again, another panel of Haruka in shock. Man, I'm really curious also how this is going to how this is going to affect Haruka. Who cares what his human face looks like? Attach it already. Asa Mitaka. Ooh, is Asa gonna come out? Isn't this your boyfriend? Yo! Oh, yo! This panel is so... Oh my god. Just Haruka holding Denji's head in the box. It's so... I don't want to say... It's not necessarily haunting, but there's something really disturbing about it. Oh my god, and the next panel is just a zoom in on Denji's face again. Oh god, I don't want to keep staring at it. Ooh. No, we're still in Yoru. Oh man. Her reaction's still the same. She just... I don't know what to make of it. Okay, Asa is now here. Oh, now that's the reaction I wanted. really a big surprise. Oh man. Man, please give me more. Whoa. Oh shit. Of course, just when we got Asa knowing who Chainsaw Man is, we're getting interrupted. Probably by the strong person that eye patch guy went to get. And they completely busted open the door. And everyone, oh, there's two people. Okay, let's keep scrolling. You. Yeah, okay. I figured one of them would be a bad guy. Oh, snap. Ooh, there's one drop of sweat in Neil. Okay, so it's definitely a strong person, I feel like. This is an order, kill them all. And the last page. Whew. Am I ready? Am I ready? I don't know. I'm not even gonna try and guess. I already said my guess. But Katanaman seems to know them, or at least to recognize them, seen them somewhere before, even if he hasn't met them personally. You. Let's just go. It is Quan Chi. Ah, god damn it. And she just goes, with her dual swords. Okay. Man, I hate to be right. But I mean, I still wonder what happened after we left her back. After she was shot by that public safety member during the Chainsaw People panic. Like, it's weird that that was enough for her to be held up there. So, what was it truly that that made her leave Denji and Naota completely out of, like, yeah, unprotected? But yeah, Quan Chi against two horseman devils. One that feels kind of useless right now, which is Famine. We don't really know how her summon of devils works. And Yoda. Hopefully Yoda is enough, but I don't know. Like, definitely the only ones that I can see that could be useful. Well, Nail can join the fight too, but you know, Nail is a fiend, and fiend are always weaker than their devil counterparts. So yeah, I would guess like either Katana tries first to go against her, but I don't see him, considering he needs, if he lasts more than a few pages, he needs to use his super speed move and also have Yoru jump Quan Chi as well. But I don't know. Depending on how much stronger Yoru has become, I think they have a shot of lasting enough to escape at some point. I don't know. I'm really doubtful. I'm really doubtful. It's all gonna come down to, yeah, how much quicker has Yoru become, and also what kind of how strong her weapons can be, and if she still has her what was it? Room 107, room 108, the room that Asa Yoru were staying in, and the one that she used against Yoshida. It's gonna come down to that. Plus, I don't know how much. Let's say that the fight lasts enough for the three church boys to reassemble Denji again. Maybe they can carry him and escape. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't see an easy way out of this. Like when she's her, alright? She's her. But yeah, unfortunately, the reaction of Asa finding out that Denji's Chainsaw Man was cut short. And I'm guessing the chapter after this as well. They're gonna have to be too busy fighting Quan Xin to for that information to really process in Asa's brain. But you know, now she knows, and we're gonna have uh, to hopefully have a moment of her like having not a bit of a freak out, but probably just more so of her having an internal dilemma of what to do now that she knows this and how she feels about it. She must be feeling pretty conflicted now. Especially since, you know, she kind of has a bit of a crush on both Denji and Chainsaw Man. So maybe that will help him out. But I don't know if she'll be able to convince Yoru to let him live. I don't know, because if Denji and Yoru manage to fight, now that Yoru has gotten a bit of a power up, I don't know if Denji will actually win. And Asa will have to, just like she now knows Denji's secret, I feel like he'll definitely know the secret also that Asa is hosting the body, well, the mind rather, of one of the horseman devils, the war devil. And how that also, if he's gonna think about Nayuta because of that. And also how he's going to feel in regards to, like, man, once again, a girl has just come for me because I'm Chainsaw Man, you know, to fight me, to make my life harder, rather than because they simply like me and my personality. Oh man, that whole self-worth is gonna go back down so fast. At least in regards to romance. But yeah, I'm surprised that we have so much dedicated. It was like 3 pages of Haruka's reaction. And I would have expected for Asa to have that much time spent with her reacting to it. But it's, I'm guessing because Fujimoto's saving it for another chapter, which, yeah, like, I trust. This will definitely be dealt upon in much more depth later. But now it makes sense that they don't really have the time. And iPad Sky was actually uh, pretty swift with coming back with a strong opponent for our group here. I mean, there was no one else that I could think of. Like, it would have been heartbreaking if it was Kishibe. Like, it was definitely the one way for Fujimoto to not have made me feel happy that he would have been back. Or other than that, I don't see anyone else that they could have used that us, the viewers, or readers rather, would have been like, ah, shit, we really are in big trouble. But yeah, I did not expect the comedy to keep going at the beginning of the chapter, but it kind of was. It's kind of odd to really have comedic beats with Denji's body parts just being in little pieces and really do play uh, in completing the jigsaw puzzle of Chainsaw Man, literally. But it is what I expected, and I just that moment, I'm just Katana Man being like, yeah, shove it up his ass. And then being like, nah, I wasn't being serious. Wait, now you're the one who stick up their ass. To Yoru was a gold interaction for sure. But yeah, I guess this truly is the part of the story where we're getting a is more serious Yoru. After all, she's so close to achieving her goal from where we first met her, so makes sense that she wouldn't. Mm, she wouldn't be playful about this. Although to be fair, I also didn't expect Katana Man to be one to crack jokes at this, because we've never actually seen him do that. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, I'm not feeling super well, so I'm gonna leave it here. But I'm sure that there could be more that I could try and analyze and pick apart. But also, just there's a lot of like body horror in this chapter, so yeah. If you enjoyed my reaction, please like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.